Good afternoon. We are bringing you commentary of West Ham United against Manchester City from the Women's FA Cup. I'm your alternative commentator, Nicholas Jones, and you are listening to the Commentary Hub. It is a repeat of the 2019 final when Manchester United beat West Ham at Wembley Stadium, but today the game is taking place at the Chigwell Construction Stadium, or Victoria Road, the home of both West Ham United women and Dagenham and Redbridge from the National League. West Ham United currently 7th in the Women's Super League with only 24 points, and they've only won 6 matches this season, so not doing too well in the WSL so far. This season. Whereas Manchester City are currently 4th in the league with 35 points and 11 wins, and they're only 3 points behind Manchester United, who occupy a qualifying spot for next season's Champions League. That qualifying spot being the qualifying first round. Alex Greenwood and Alana Kennedy are back in the squad after sustaining injuries, which is good news, because there were doubts after sustaining injuries in recent international fixtures. On paper, I'd have to say Manchester City's lineup. Manchester City are more likely to win today, given that the majority of their players have plenty of international experience with England, and also Caroline Weir, the Scotland international. Look out for her. So we can now go through the lineups, starting with West Ham United. In goal will be number 1, Mackenzie Arnold. Number 15, Lucy Parker. Number 5, the captain, Gilly Flaherty. Number 22, Grace Fisk. Number 12, Kate Longhurst. Number 10, Katarina Spitkova. Number 14, Yui Hasegawa. Number 13, Tamika Yallop. Number 7, Lisa Evans. Number 19, Adriana Leon. And the substitutes for West Ham are the reserve goalkeeper, number 26, Emily Moore. Number 2, Zanita Wine. Number 23, Hawa Sissoko. Number 4, Abby Lee Stringer. Number 33, Halle Hussein. Number 17, Mel Phillis. Number 20, Lois Joel. Number 8, Emma Snurl. And number 19, Claudia Walker. For Manchester City, we have number 26, Ellie Roebuck in goal. She's featured for England in recent games. Number 20, Lucy Bronze. Number 33, Alana Kennedy, the Australian international. Number 5, Alex Greenwood. Number 3, Demi Stokes. Number 24, Kira Walsh. Number 7, Laura Coombs. Number 19, Caroline Weir. Number 9, Chloe Kelly. Number 15, Lauren Hemp. And number 18, the captain, Ellen White. On the substitutes bench, we have number 35, Kahira Keating. Number 34, Karima Boumataib. Both of them are the reserve goalkeepers. Number 21, Khadija Shaw. Number 12, Felipe Angeldal. Number 10, Georgia Stanway. Number 30, Ruby Mace. And number 14, Hayley Rasso. So we're gearing up right now for the Women's FA Cup semi-final. The managers for both teams are as follows. Ollie Harder, the New Zealander, has been managing West Ham since December 2020, and Gareth Taylor is the manager for the women's side, and he since May 2020, and he was formerly under-16 manager for the men's team. And the last time they actually faced each other was earlier this month in the WSL. Manchester City won this game 2-0 with goals scored by Stanway and Shaw. We'll let you know of it. We'll let you know of the formations and lineups a little later on. you're listening to the Commentary Hub, and we're going to take a quick break. You're back with us on the Commentary Hub for the Women's FA Cup between West Ham United and Manchester City, the semi-final stage. As I speak, both sets of players have come out onto the pitch at a rather sunny Chigwell Construction Stadium for this crucial match. Like I said, these two were FA Cup finalists in 2019, and Manchester City went on to win that game. The players are now gathering around onto the centre of the pitch, and I can confirm that our referee for this game is Abby Byrne, very experienced at WSL level. And we can now go through the formations. West Ham are in a 3-5-2 formation. Ollie Harder has made a few changes. Grace Fisk and Parker Flaherty, and Gareth Taylor has gone for a 4-3-3 formation for Manchester City. So last time these two met, Manchester City won 2-0, and it was actually at the Etihad Academy Stadium. So the players now So the West Ham players gathering around for their team photo, and Ollie Harder takes his place on the touchline, just drawing a couple of breaths. I think he's trying to wake himself up a bit there. Whereas Manchester United Manchester City, I should say, getting into a bit of a huddle to talk about what tactics and strategy they're going to use. Gareth Taylor talking to the team as well, and they're now starting to and they're now huddling up and going through the tactics. Gareth Taylor taking his place on the touchline, and the players just now getting ready to warm themselves up. This is the first of two semi-finals for the Women's FA Cup, and tomorrow I will be bringing you coverage. I'll be bringing you coverage of Arsenal against Chelsea from Meadow Park. Another final repeat. This will be a repeat of actually last year's Women's FA Cup final. The two captains exchanging pleasantries, and the referee getting ready to toss the coin to see who will take first pick. And it looks like it will be Manchester City who will take first pitch. Everybody wishing each other good luck as Gilly Flaherty gets in amongst her fellow players to discuss what tactics they're going to use. They're going to have to be pretty extraordinary tactics if they are to overcome a side like Manchester City. Given that the majority of their players have featured really strongly for the international, have featured really strongly for England's women's team, none more so than Ellen White, who not too long ago, and the players now take the knee in support of the ongoing fight against racism. And one of the players actually arriving in her position a bit late there. That was Lisa Evans, and away we go for the Women's FA Cup semi-final between West Ham and Manchester City. And already it looks like West Ham have the ball early on, but Manchester City quick to intercept that one. But I think West Ham have taken that one back. The last player with the player to have the last touch on the ball was Lucy Parker, and throw-in is about to be taken by the Hammers. It looks like it'll be Grace Fisk who will take the throw-in for West Ham. So it's already got off to. So the game has already got off to a flying start. And another throw-in quickly taken by Parker. Grace Fisk now with the ball for West Ham. Tries to find a way through, but Caroline Weir blocked her really well. Caroline Weir, Scotland international would have. Caroline Weir, Scotland international, but it's a free kick now to the It's a free kick now to the Hammers, and it will be taken by Adriana Leon from Canada. Leon raises her hands and she kicks the ball straight into the goal area, but headed away by Manchester City. Manchester City need to overcome West Ham early if they are to show themselves the kind of form that we know they are capable of going through if they are to reach the Women's FA Cup final, which will be on May the 15th. But straight away, West Ham are back into it. Not for long now, though, as Chloe Kelly apparently had the ball for Manchester City, but West Ham take it back, saved by Ellie Roebuck, And I think an incident happened in front of goal, which involved Alex Greenwood. So I think that kick might have been sliced in by one of the midfielders. It might have been Kate Longhurst, but play still goes on. Manchester City now with the ball. It's now with Caroline Weir. Caroline Weir crossing to Ellen White, but deflected away by one of the West Ham defenders, and Grace Fisk manages to pass the ball to Mackenzie Arnold, but the ball is now with Demi Stokes, who passes to Keira Walsh. Walsh has found, I think that was Alana Kennedy. Yes, indeed it was. Alana Kennedy now with the ball for City, but she passes to Roebuck. Roebuck passes it out to, I think that was Weir. No, it wasn't. It was Keira Walsh. Keira Walsh, one of the players to feature in England's in England's most successful games. It's now back with Grace Fisk. Grace Fisk crossing to, I think that was Leon. It's now with Leon, but tackled by Manchester City. Great tackle by Alex Greenwood by the looks of it. It's now with Alana Kennedy. Kennedy needs to get the ball out of the goal area, which he does, straight towards Weir. Weir holding off the advances of Grace Fisk very well indeed. But the ball is still with Manchester City. It's now with Demi Stokes. Stokes passes to Greenwood. Greenwood has featured for the side as captain on more than a few occasions, given Steph Horton's injury problems, as has Ellen White, as has Ellen White, like she is doing today. It's now back with Greenwood. Greenwood passes back towards Weir. Caroline Weir passing downfield to Demi Stokes. Demi Stokes now trying to hold off Lucy Parker, which she does for the most part. But it's now with Laura Coombs. Laura Coombs passes back down to Walsh. It's now straight towards Laura Coombs. Laura Coombs. That looked like they were setting themselves up for. That looked like Manchester City were setting themselves up for a goal opportunity, but so that wasn't to be. And something else which I didn't see was that Flaherty appeared to have fouled Ellen White, but the referee isn't interested in that. 5 minutes and 20 seconds, just over 5 minutes and 20 seconds in now. It's West Ham United 0, Manchester City 0. And don't forget, you can follow the Commentary Hub. Don't forget, you can follow the Commentary Hub on Twitter. Our Twitter handle is @CommentaryLive1 as play is becoming very interesting at the Chigwell Construction Stadium. Greenwood now back with the ball for City. I think she was passing to Weir, but West Ham take it back. It's now with Weir. Weir trying to tackle Fisk. Oh, should I say it what? Or should I say it wasn't? It looked like it was Brynjarsdottir. It was Brynjarsdottir. Fisk now crossing towards Brynjarsdottir, or was it? I couldn't actually tell who it was. It's now with Demi Stokes. Demi Stokes passing up the field towards Alex Flaherty. Flaherty passing to Walsh, or should that be Greenwood? And Ellen White. Ellen White now with the ball for Manchester City. Shoots too high. It's skied over the crossbar. She may have featured in the side as a substitute for in their last league game against West Ham. The Manchester City fans can't believe they missed, and I'm sure neither can Ellen White. But has that resulted in a free kick to Manchester City. I think it may well have, but Gilly Flaherty just getting a bit of treatment from the physio. I think she's hurt her hand by the looks of it. Her right hand is being bandaged up as we speak. So this is what happens. In her attempts to tackle Ellen White, I think, when she fell down, she actually fell on her hand, which is now being bandaged up. Ellen White's confidence is confidence of Manchester City's performance. Ollie Harder looking on. Between Ollie Harder looking on, and he's actually talking to Tameka Yallop. Will he have to substitute Gilly Flaherty? I'm not sure what the situation. I'm not sure what he will do within the present moment. Gareth Taylor issuing his instructions from the touchline. Gilly Flaherty being led around by the physio, and it's actually a goal kick to West Ham. But Manchester City take the ball back through Alex Greenwood. Alex Greenwood holding off Lisa Evans, but she passes to Ellie Roebuck. Roebuck clears the ball out, passing to Ellen White, but West Ham have taken the ball back, and it's now with Gareth-Dotter, but that would have almost ended up at the feet of Lisa Evans, and a likely shock would have been on the cards to see West Ham United take the lead, which is what I thought was going to happen. But Demi Stokes was able to close her down really well. Meantime, Manchester City are back in play. It's now with the ball was briefly with Lauren Hemp, and she's now passed towards Caroline Weir. Well defended by West Ham United, and we're well defended after West Ham United, and after almost 10 minutes, it's still West Ham 0, Manchester City 0. Good bit of play between Manchester City, but West Ham United have managed to steal the ball back, and out it go, and the ball has indeed gone out of play. That was I think the person who had the last touch of the ball was Yui Hasegawa. Hasegawa trying to compose herself. So a throw-in has been given to West Ham, and it will be taken by throw-in was taken, but it's been it was poorly taken, and it's now been given back to Manchester, and it's now been given back to Manchester City. So it looks like it might. Adriana Leon. Meantime players now resumed, and it looks as though Adriana Leon was going to make something of it. But Manchester City have taken the ball back. It's now with Lauren Hemp crossing off towards, I think that might have been Laura Coombs. Laura Coombs passing downfield to Ellen White. White now finds Greenwood. Greenwood with the ball. She does a long-range cross, but West Ham are equal to that. Hasegawa passing towards Mackenzie Arnold. Arnold clears the ball out, but she's found Alex Greenwood. Alex Greenwood, that's a poor giveaway by Arnold, but West Ham are quick to take the ball back, and it's now with Lisa Evans. Lisa Evans running towards goal, but well blocked by Demi Stokes, and Lucy Bronze. So it still remains 0-0 between West Ham United and Manchester City. And you're listening to the Commentary Hub. We're also on the Commentary Hub too, Storm FM, and we're also live on our Twitch channel. Brynjarsdottir Brynjarsdottir looked like she was going towards goal. This was something I did not see. This was something I did not see in real time, and it looks to me as though West Ham have had more goal-scoring opportunities than Man City. Meantime, it's now with Alex Greenwood. Alex Greenwood trying to hold off Lisa Evans. She does. It's now with Bronze. She passes to Coombs. A long-range cross now for Manchester City was almost picked up by Ellen White, but Flaherty was able to block her. It's now with Caroline Weir. Weir passing to Lauren Hemp. Hemp trying to go around the West Ham defenders. She does so, and it's now with Demi Stokes. Stokes was trying to set up an opportunity for Weir, but West Ham quickly saw to that. But Manchester City aren't done here. The ball is now with Bronze. She passes to Coombs, who has found Lauren Hemp. Lauren Hemp trying to go around the West Ham defenders, but Kate Longhurst doing really well to hold them off, and it's only resulted in a Manchester City throw-in. I'm surprised it still remained 0-0 after this long, because I'd have expected a side like Manchester City to be at least 1-0 up by this point. Anyway, Greenwood passing to Alana Kennedy. Kennedy passing up the field to Lauren Hemp. Lauren Hemp has actually it's actually with Chloe Kelly. Chloe Kelly passing back towards Hemp, and it's now with Demi Stokes. Stokes towards Lauren Hemp. Hemp trying to defend the ball, which she does, but only passes back towards Stokes. And it's now with Caroline Weir, who finds Lauren Hemp. Well defended by Lisa Evans. Bronze trying to hold West Ham off. She only passes to Caroline Weir. Weir goes for goal, but that's several inches past the post, and I think that's the closest anyone's come to scoring so far. She took the ball at the right moments, but she fired at the wrong angle, in my view. It was either that or it was because a West Ham player was trying to tackle her. Anyway, it's now resulted in a corner to Manchester City. Everyone's psyching themselves up, getting ready, and it'll be Chloe Kelly to take the corner. Kelly kicks the ball in towards goal. Nice shot by Hemp. Well defended by West Ham, and it's now Coombs with the ball back. Straight towards Ellen White, who almost picked it up, but that was a superb save by Mackenzie Arnold. Not for long now, though, as it's now with Kira Walsh. Walsh towards Weir. Now back to Walsh. Walsh passing upfield to Hemp, but she can only pass back down to Stokes. It's now with Alana Kennedy. Kennedy running up toward Kennedy does a long-range cross. I think she was trying to find Ellen White, but Arnold was able to save that. One. West Ham United still back with the ball. I think that was Katarina Svitkova had the ball last, and it will be a throw-in to West Ham, quickly taken. But Manchester City are able to tackle that one. Not for long now, though, as West Ham have taken it back. It's now with Tameka Yallop, but tackled by Manchester City, and that will be a Manchester City goal kick. So things appear to have calmed down after the last couple of minutes, when it looked as though Caroline Weir would score for the Sky Blues. Meantime, it's now with Alex Greenwood. Alex Greenwood passing towards Kennedy. Kennedy finds Lucy Bronze, a long-range cross. I think she was aiming for Ellen White, but headed well away by West Ham. It's now back with West Ham to make a Yallop. Yallop now with the ball. I think she was trying to find somebody. I think she was trying to find somebody in the box, but City quickly saw to that, and Kira Walsh has apparently been fouled. Whether that will result in a card or anything, I don't know. But no caution has been given. The referee apparently is disinterested, and the ball has been crossed towards Lauren Hemp. Lauren Hemp trying to go around Lucy Parker, which she does. Hemp tries to find an opening but can't, and it's now with Kira Walsh. Shouts for something, but nothing is given. Walsh now back towards Kennedy. Kennedy has found Chloe Kelly. Chloe Kelly passing to Lucy Bronze. Now back to Kelly. Kennedy. Greenwood now running away with the ball. She finds Lauren Hemp, and Lauren Hemp is trying to get to Caroline Weir. The ball does eventually get to her in time, but Weir has to pass back to Hemp. Hemp passes down the field to Alex Greenwood, and the ball is now with Lauren Hemp. Hemp tries to cross into the goal area, but can't do so. And it'll likely only result in a goal kick. Quickly forgot to mention, Manchester City are playing in all blue. West Ham United are playing in their clarets, with blue shoulders, and also the white shirts and white socks. Manchester City going from right to left, West Ham going from left to right. Apologies for not mentioning it earlier. And meantime, West Ham have now got the ball back. That was Yarrow. I think she was passing to Adriana Leon, but well defended by Manchester City. And after 20 minutes, it's still West Ham 0, Manchester City 0. Greenwood now has the ball. Trying to go around Lisa Evans, does a cross. She was aiming for, I think that was Hemp, but Hemp was tackled by a West Ham midfielder. I couldn't tell who it was. But the Hammers now have the ball back. But Chloe Kelly dispossesses Svitkova. Kelly trying to go around Svitkova. Svitkova looks like she's not finished. Kelly crosses towards goal, but it's only resulted in a pickup by Walsh, and that was almost a goal. But Ellen White heads in the rebound. That looked like it was a goal by Kira Walsh, but White was able to head in the ball just after it hit the crossbar, and that gives Manchester City the lead. That is quite extraordinary. I just can't believe it. Kira Walsh did everything correctly, but it only just bounced off the crossbar when I thought it was going in. And White just picked up the pieces and just headed it in with what appeared to be some sort of dive. But I think that dive was legal, as the Manchester City players celebrate the goal, as do the fans. No wonder Man City are one of the best all-round women's teams in England and Europe. But back to the here and now, and a throw-in has been, but back to the here and now, and a throw-in has been given to I think that might be Manchester City, but credit to West Ham for holding out for just over 20 minutes against Manchester City, and it's now with Parker. Parker passing was aiming for somebody up front, but Demi Stokes got in the way. It's now with Kira Walsh straight towards Alana Kennedy. Alana Kennedy now with the ball, she passes back to Walsh. It's now with Greenwood, straight back towards Caroline Weir. Weir passes to Roebuck. Roebuck clears the ball out, but it's only given away to West Ham. West Ham need to equal. West Ham need to equalise very soon if they are to keep themselves in contention. Because I feel sure that Manchester City have got this one. It's now with Demi Stokes. Stokes passes to Greenwood. Greenwood now back towards Kira Walsh, and Greenwood has the ball once again. Greenwood to Kennedy. Kennedy crossing the ball up the field. I think that was Chloe Kelly she was aiming for, but Mackenzie Arnold was able to save on that occasion. And it's now with Laura Coombs. Laura Coombs passing to Kelly, but Walsh now has the ball. I think that was almost taken by Adriana Leon. Cross up by Greenwood. Greenwood was aiming for Lauren Hemp. Hemp manages to pick up the ball and does really well to hold on to it, but is quickly cut out by Lucy Parker. And was quickly cut up by Lucy Parker. That looked like it was almost a goal scoring opportunity, but Parker did really well to dispossess. And I forgot to mention that and it's a corner to Manchester City as I speak, as we approach the 25th minute. Corner kick quickly taken, but West Ham able to defend their goal. Stokes now has the ball for City, headed off by Chloe Kelly towards Laura Coombs, and it's now back with Greenwood. Greenwood crossing the ball towards Alan White. Caroline Weir tries to get to it, but well defended by Grace Fisk. It's now only gone and found Demi Stokes, who passes to Alana Kennedy. Kennedy passing to I think that's Greenwood. Greenwood now passing back to Kennedy. Kennedy passing back to Greenwood. They're all toing and froing right now. It's now with Kira Walsh. Kira Walsh trying to go around Adriana Leon, but passing to Greenwood. Greenwood passing down the wing to Caroline Weir. Weir now finds Walsh, but Walsh passing back towards Weir. It's now with Stokes. Demi Stokes has started for England on a few occasions, and she's certainly been very good in defence and midfield for City and the Lionesses. Meantime, City now have a chance at goal, and it's their second, or is it? It's actually offside. It's offside. Lucy Bronze was flagged offside. That almost looked like it was an scoring opportunity, but I can clearly see that Bronze was indeed offside, and I think she was a long way from goal. Meantime, Lauren Hemp tries to go for Manchester City's second, but it's not to be, as West Ham defend their lines. As West Ham defend their line really well. I think she might have been tripped up, but I think she might have been tripped up by Grace Fisk there. Otherwise, that could have been that could well have been the Sky Blues' second. Goal kick to West Ham, taken quickly by Adriana Leon. Like I say, West Ham need to get themselves back into this one very quickly. And the ball has now gone straight towards Lucy Parker, but dispossessed by Manchester City. Weir, Stokes, crossing towards Laura Coombs. And Laura Coombs managing to cross the ball forward. I think she was aiming for Chloe Kelly, but it's only gone and resulted in a throw-in to West Ham. West Ham with the throw. And Curry Statir. But West Ham quickly intercept that ball back. I mean, Manchester City, sorry. And we're crossing towards Ellen White. Ellen White trying to hold off Parker, I think it was. Trying to hold off Flaherty, but it wasn't to be. Meantime, the ball is now with Kennedy. Kennedy passing to Kira Walsh, and it's now with Chloe Kelly, although she was ruled offside. Seems like the linesman. It's just that the linesman wasn't too happy about that, and Ellen White struggling to hold off Gilly Flaherty. Her hand appears to be all right, which is good. There were concerns earlier on about what condition her hand was in when it was bandaged up, but it looks to be fine. Walsh now with the ball for City. Lisa Evans looking very hungry for it, but Manchester City still able to defend. Not for long now, though, as it's now gone to Karasdottir, but City able to dispossess. Not for long. It's now with Fisk. Fisk passing down towards Arnold. Arnold clearing the ball out, and we're approaching the half-hour mark. It's still West Ham 0, Man City 1. Still. But a throw-in has been given to Manchester City, quickly taken by Lucy Bronze. Ellen White now with the ball. White passing down to Greenwood. Greenwood finds Kennedy. Kennedy passing to Walsh, although West Ham are trying to close her down, but Manchester City still able to hold on to the ball, and Greenwood crossing towards Weir. Weir passing to Stokes. But Stokes has only passed back towards Greenwood. I think they're trying to confuse Lisa Evans I think they're trying to stop Lisa Evans from getting too close to the ball. But Adriana Leon is not fooled. And Manchester City quickly pass the ball to Demi Stokes. Demi Stokes passing now towards Weir. Weir has found Walsh. Walsh passing towards Kennedy, who's in the centre spots. Or should I say the circle? Weir trying. That was Kennedy, but Walsh now passing to Chloe Kelly. Chloe Kelly trying to go around Svitkova. But Kelly passing back down to Walsh, and it's now with Kennedy. Kennedy towards Walsh. Now back to Walsh. Walsh again, still holding on to the ball. I think that might have been Coombs who had it before she did. But it's now with Caroline Weir. Caroline Weir passing to Lauren Hemp. Hemp trying to hold off West Ham, but the ball is now with Kira Walsh. Walsh towards Weir. Weir passing down the field to Alex Greenwood. Greenwood has found Kennedy, although Adriana Leon is closing down on her. But Manchester City, great teamwork between those players in holding West Ham off. Don't forget coming up later. on the commentary hub. This is the first of the men's FA Cup semi-finals, and it is Manchester City against Liverpool. Join Russ Vernon and Mike Harneman for that one. As it looks like it will be a Manchester City throw-in to be taken by Lucy Bronze, which she does. She throws to Akira Walsh. Now Walsh passes towards Bronze. She's now passed to Alana Kennedy. Broke her nose earlier in the week, but Gareth Taylor managed to include her in the starting lineup. Greenwood back towards Kennedy. As Greenwood now has the ball back. I think that was Walsh who passed to her, but now it's with Ellen White. Ellen White passing to Weir. Weir now passing to Stokes. Stokes passes up wing to Kennedy. Kennedy crossing now towards Lauren Hemp, but Hemp just missed the ball. It's all going on here. It's all going on at the Chigwell Construction Stadium, and a throw-in has been given to West Ham to be taken by Grace Fisk. Fisk directing one or two of her teammates into the position to throw it to, but Manchester City have taken the ball back, and Kira Walsh now passes to Kennedy. Kennedy back towards Greenwood. Kennedy once more, although Adriana Leon was looking for it, but she managed to cross to Chloe Kelly, and Svitkova manages to dispossess beautifully after Kelly apparently tripped herself up, and it's now back with West Ham. West Ham now trying to take the ball back, and almost picked up by Lucy Parker. Thrown quickly taken for City by Stokes, and it's now with Lauren Hemp. Hemp passing to I think that was Walsh. Walsh does a cross to Ellen White. Ellen White does a long range pass to I think that was Hemp, but dispossessed by, I think that was Parker, or what. Or was it Hasegawa? We shall see. In fact, it was Longhurst who managed to steal the ball from Hemp, and it's a Manchester City throw in to be taken once more by Stokes. Their second in as much as a minute. Stokes throws to Weir, but West Ham quickly defend that one, but. City now have the ball back, and it's now with Alex Greenwood. Well over 35 minutes have been played, and it's West Ham 0, Manchester City 1. Weir passing to, I think that was Lauren Hemp, but Gilly Flaherty was able to tackle that one. And I think West Ham, they've been really good defensively, but they haven't been much of an attacking force throughout this game. Whereas Manchester City have been really good all round. There is still a long way to go in this match, and it's now with Lauren Hemp, and Hemp puts the ball in. It's their second, and I'm actually going to have to correct myself. It was Chloe Kelly who makes it 2 for Manchester City. I've been impressed with how she's been able to handle the ball throughout this game, and just as Hasegawa was about to tackle it off her, she was able to. She just put it into the left hand side of the net with absolute ease. and this and in terms of how the first half has been going, I'd say the first half is definitely Manchester City's, but they're not done yet, as Ellen White was seeking a third, but West Ham were able to attack to nick it off them, as City have taken it back, and it's a throw in to Manchester City. Throw in taken quickly by Bronze, and it's now straight towards Alana Kennedy. Kennedy towards Walsh, and Demi Stokes now. Demi Stokes now has the ball, although she held off Lisa Evans. It's now with Alex Greenwood. Greenwood does a long cross to Chloe Kelly, I think, but halted by Svitkova. I think she might have punched her in the mouth by the looks of it, but I couldn't clearly see what was what. And it's now with Alex Greenwood. Greenwood passing to Ellie Roebuck after about 38 and a half minutes. It's now West Ham United 0, Manchester City 2. We're towards Roebuck. And Roebuck manages to clear of that ball, finds Stokes, and it's now with Lauren Hemp. Lauren Hemp with the ball for Manchester City. Hemp passing down the field to Stokes, who in turn finds Walsh. And the ball is now with Greenwood. Greenwood passing to Bronze, but well deflected by Tameka Yallop. And the ball has gone out for a throw-in. Gareth Taylor looking on. I think he's satisfied with how it's going, as indeed is his assist, as indeed are his fellow staff members. But Manchester City still managing to keep control of the ball, and it looks as though Greenwood was brought down by Adriana Leon, or was it Coombs? No, it was Coombs. But Kennedy has now picked up the ball for City straight towards Greenwood. It's now with Weir. It's now straight to Walsh, I should say. Now straight towards Demi Stokes. Demi Stokes doing really well to hold on to the ball. She passes to Weir. Weir passing it to Walsh, and Weir now has the ball back, and it's now with Alana Kennedy. Kennedy finds Lucy Bronze, but Bronze passes quickly back towards Kennedy, and it's now with and the ball is now with Alex Greenwood. Greenwood trying to cross to Chloe Kelly, but dispossessed by Katarina Svitkova. But Laura Coombs has taken the ball back, about to be nicked by Tameka Yallop. But City doing really well to hold on to the ball, and it's now with Weir, almost tackled by Hasegawa. Bronze back towards Weir. Hasegawa tries to take the ball off, but it's in vain, and it only ends up with Adriana Leon. But Manchester City are really good at being able to tackle the ball back, but they've poorly given away to Adriana Leon and Yallop. Yallop not happy about something, or was it Brynja Stotter? It was Brynja Stotter who I think did something pretty rough there to Alana Kennedy, but no cards or anything like that given. Ollie Harder not looking too happy, and so he shouldn't be. What with West Ham trailing Manchester City by 2-0. They still have a chance though, and it's now with Adriana Leon. She was trying to find Lisa Evans, and Lisa Evans has the ball, and West Ham have pulled a goal back. That was poor defending by Manchester City, in my view. They were so busy trying to defend, they just left the goal completely open. That is so unlike them. And Evans was just there at the right moment to pull the goal back. Roebuck did manage to get a touch of the ball, yes, but she poorly gave it away as Lucy Evans just sprinted around them, and just was able to tap the ball in with her left foot. So it looks like it really is game on now at the Chigwell Construction Stadium. And I think she did a bit of a high five with Karius-Stotter. But Manchester City are still looking to make sure that they are the dominant side. They are the dominant side in this game. Just when I thought that this half was Manchester City's, West Ham have only gone and pulled a goal back, and it's now a corner for Manchester City with almost a minute and a half left on the clock. And you're listening to the Commentary Hub with me, Nicholas Jones. Corner kick to be taken by Chloe Kelly. Kelly raises her hand to signal that she is ready. She kicks the ball into the goal area, punched away by Mackenzie Arnold. But Manchester City still hungry for a third. And Arnold easily catches it with her hands. And Demi Stokes now quick to take the ball away from Adriana Leon. Defended that one really well. I still can't believe that Manchester City would give away a goal just like that. But what do you think? Let me know it. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments. And a throw-in has been given to Manchester City with about 30 seconds of normal time left. Lucy Bronze throws the ball to Alex Greenwood, but West Ham quick to take the ball back. It's now with Yui Hasegawa. Hasegawa passing to, I think that might have been Fisk. But Fisk now passing to Parker, or was it Longhurst? I think it was actually Longhurst that she passed to. But a throw-in has been given once again to I think West Ham, or was it Manchester City? Anyway, 2 minutes have been added on for stoppage time, and Kennedy passing to Walsh, and it's now with Kennedy now back towards Walsh. Kira Walsh trying to go around Karius-Stotter, but Karius-Stotter has only managed to find Longhurst. Longhurst good defending against Bronze, who throws the ball in towards I think that was Laura Coombs. It's now back with Bronze. Bronze crossing towards Lauren Hemp, but Hemp just can't seem to find an opening, and the ball just and the ball was way off the left post. In fact, she was actually in the wrong place to find an opportunity to score. But great defending by Parker and Fisk. Goal kick given to West Ham as Arnold clears the ball out of goal, and it's headed by Karius-Stotter, but Manchester City quickly take that ball back, and it's now with Caroline Weir. Caroline Weir passing was I think looking for a Laura Coombs, but West Ham now have the ball back. Dispossessed and taken by Manchester City. It's now with I think it's Chloe Kelly. Kelly now. Kelly passing to Weir. Weir now towards Bronze. Bronze manages to find Kelly. It's now gone back towards Laura Coombs. Coombs passes to Kelly, although Hasegawa was trying to close her down. It was almost straight towards Caroline Weir, but and there it goes. That's half time. Manchester City came out of the blocks the strongest side at the start, but West Ham were able to reduce the gap with less than 10 minutes to go. Will Manchester City be able to hold on and even extend their lead in the second half, or can West Ham produce an upset and somehow find their way into the FA Cup final? Halftime score at the Chigwell Construction Stadium: West Ham United 1, Manchester City 2, and Manchester City 2, and we're gonna take a break. Welcome back to the Commentary Hub's coverage of the Women's FA Cup semi-final between West Ham United and Manchester City. Manchester City came out of Manchester City showed their dominance throughout the first half and managed to take two early goals through Ellen White and Chloe Kelly, but Lisa Evans managed to bring back the deficit for West Ham with about 2.5 minutes to go until half time. The players now getting back up. The players are now back onto the pitch, or at least Manchester City are, as they get ready to go through tactics and discussions about what they're going to do throughout the second half. And bit of a short discussion. That one, they quickly broke away. West Ham need to take advantage of their last minute spurts in the first half. Although I think they need to. What I should say is they really need to capitalize on that Lisa Evans goal before the end of the first half, and Manchester City need to be more strong in defence. Well, they were throughout the first half, but it was poor defending and not enough attention that gave away that West Ham goal, and it'll be Manchester City to kick us off for the second half, and it'll be Ellen White to start proceedings once more, and we're off again at the Chigwell Construction Stadium, and Manchester City get first dibs of the ball. It'll be it's Greenwood towards Walsh, but West Ham are quick to take it back, and it's now back with Laura Coombs. Laura Coombs passing to Alex Greenwood. Greenwood does a long Greenwood crosses to, I think that might have been Chloe Kelly, but the ball has gone out for a throw, and it will be a Manchester City throw to be taken by Demi Stokes. And already it's kicked off again, as it did back in the first half, and it's now with Lucy Bronze. Bronze crosses, was aiming for Ellen White, but White was off. But White is ruled out as offside. Offside, and Mackenzie Arnold was able to take advantage of this. So she'll quickly kick the ball out of goal, which she does, and almost found Dani Brynjarsdottir, but Manchester City were able to see to that one. It's now with Ellen White. White passing to Lucy Bronze. Lucy Bronze passing back towards Kennedy. Kennedy finds Bronze again. Bronze now towards Caroline Weir. Now back to Bronze, although Tameka Yallop is closing her down. Passes, this time a pass to Lee Roebuck. Greenwood, I think it was, that pass to Roebuck. Roebuck kicks the ball out, and I think it was almost picked up by Adriana Leon. Headed this time by Kira Walsh, and was trying to find Chloe Kelly, but halted by Spitzkova. And the ball is now with Lisa Evans for West Ham. Evans towards Lucy Parker, and it's now with Hasegawa. Hasegawa passing down the field to I think that might have been Flaherty. But it is Flaherty. She's crossing the ball up the field and but it only gets to Lucy Bronze. Bronze picks the ball up and takes the throw. Was aiming for Chloe Kelly, but sent out by Longhurst. And this time it's a throw again to Manchester City to be taken by Bronze. Bronze throws to Ellen White. Ellen White now with the ball. She passes down. She passes up the field, down the field to Alex Greenwood. Greenwood to Weir, and Weir finds Stokes. Now back towards Weir. Although Weir has Hasegawa for company, she passes back to Stokes. Stokes now finds Greenwood. Greenwood trying to hold off Lyon, but it was dispossessed by West Ham, and it's now almost with Yallop, but well caught by Manchester City, and it's now with Kelly. Although Longhurst was able to take that one away, and already another throw into Manchester City. And as far as I can see, no half-time substitutions have been made. Bronze throws to White, but dispossessed by Svitkova. Svitkova now with the ball, although White was going to retaliate and take it off her, but Svitkova was able to hold on and managed to pass the ball to Arnold, who cleared it away for a throw-in. Throw-in given to Manchester City, taken quickly by Stokes towards Alex Greenwood, although she has Lyon for company, does well to hold her off. Greenwood passes to Walsh and now finds Lucy Bronze. Lucy Bronze crossing towards Ellen White, but West Ham doing really well to hold. That attack. Manchester City have now taken the ball back. Oh no, they haven't. It's now with West Ham. West Ham now have the ball, and it's now with Tamika Yallop trying to hold off Bronze. She's doing so really well. She passes now towards Longhurst. Longhurst back towards Yallop. And Yallop now finds, but dispossessed now by Manchester City. White passing to Chloe Kelly. Chloe Kelly now with the ball for City. She's crossing now towards, I think that was Lauren Hemp, but well dispossessed by Grace Fisk. And but now Manchester City have taken the ball back, and it's now with Kira Walsh. Weir, I should say, but West Ham have managed to dispossess them, and it's now with Longhurst. Longhurst does a long pass to Fisk, but West Ham still able to hold their own. It's now with Chloe Kelly. Kelly to Bronze, or was it Harrop? No, it was Harrop. Coombs, Walsh, Greenwood. Greenwood now holding onto the ball, but she's got Lyon for company, and but she manages to pass to Demi Stokes. She passes back towards Greenwood, and 5 minutes and about 6 minutes into the second half, it's West Ham 1, Man City 2, but that could change as Stokes passes to Lauren Hemp, dispossessed by Grace Fisk, but she manages to find Hemp again, and it's now with Alex Greenwood. Greenwood passing to Lauren Hemp. Hemp now back towards Walsh. Walsh towards Ellen White, and it's 3 for Manchester City. But it was ruled as offside. Offside. Ellen White's unlucky to be ruled as offside. Even though the ball went in straight to the net, the goal was disallowed. Still superb header, but I think she might have been way off. But I think she was just that fraction of a bit offside. Unlucky for White not to make it City's third. But the Sky Blues aren't giving up yet, and the ball is now with Greenwood. Greenwood passing to Bronze, but dispossessed by Parker. And the ball has now gone out for a throw-in. need I remind you, Abby Byrne is our match official. I think had VAR been implemented at this ground, it would have gone. They would have gone to another. They would have decided to. They would have wanted to take another look at this, but as it stands, no VAR is used in women's football as of yet. Meantime, it's now with Caroline Weir passing to Chloe Kelly. Kelly towards, I think that was Ellen White, but Lucy Parker was able to deflect. But Lucy Parker was able to deflect the ball away. So great pass to Chloe Kelly nice cross by Kelly towards White, but I think it was actually Fisk who held her off, and Parker just deflected the ball away. But it's now with Laura Coombs for Manchester City. Now straight towards Kira Walsh. Kira Walsh crossing towards Chloe Kelly. Kelly passing back down to Lucy Bronze. Bronze passes to Alana Kennedy. They've been so good. Apart from the time they slipped up in front of goal, they have been good. Manchester City have been good all round in defence and attack. Throw in to be taken by Manchester City and Demi Stokes. And we are, as well as being on the Commentary Hub, we are also live on the Commentary Hub 2, Storm FM, and you can also catch us on our Twitch channel. Meantime, it's Demi Stokes for Manchester City. She's passing to, I think that was Lauren Hemp, but West Ham did really well to cut off her attack, but it's only gone and resulted in a corner to Manchester City. Will they be able to extend their lead with this corner? They haven't been able to convert corners into goals so far. Will this be about to change as Chloe Kennedy gets ready to take the corner for City? But it's cleared away by West Ham, and City's efforts come to naught. At least from this corner, but They are still hungry for a third, and Kira Walsh now has the ball. She's passing it to Lucy Bronze, was almost cut off by Hasegawa, but it's only gone out for a throw, and I can just about make out that a West Ham player has gone down. It's Grace Fisk by the looks of it. No, it's Kate Longhurst. Kate Longhurst. I think she might have gotten something to her mouth. By the way, she, judging by her body language. Meantime, it's a throw and even so, it's a throw into Manchester City to be taken by Stokes. Stokes passing to Greenwood now towards Alana Kennedy. Kennedy back to Greenwood. Greenwood doing really well to hold on to the ball. She's found Caroline Weir, but Lucy Parker defending their lines, defending West Ham really well. Not for long now, though. I think she fouled Alex Greenwood, or was it Hemp? No, it was Hemp. Which meant that as a result, the ball went over the line for what looks to be a goal kick. We'll check back with you momentarily. But the ball has in fact been sent towards West Ham, and it's Adriana Leon for West Ham. Although the referee Byrne has had to stop play momentarily, and in fact Leon was offside. Goal kick taken by McKenzie, and Leon might have been just a fraction offside. So an indirect free kick has been given to Manchester City. Alex Greenwood, by the looks of it, to take the free kick, which she does, was aiming for Laura Coombs, but it was headed by Lucy Parker. And Sissy have now got the ball back through Lucy Bronze. Bronze now trying to go around Hallop. She passes to Laura Coombs. I think that was Lauren Hemp who had the ball momentarily. Now it's back with Bronze. Bronze crosses to Laura Coombs, and the ball has gone out of play. Kate Longhurst almost clattering into the assistant referee there. But play still goes on after just over 58 minutes. It still remains West Ham 1, Man City 2. Bronze passing to Kennedy. Kennedy does a pass to Coombs, and she's now found Kira Walsh. Kira Walsh now with the ball. She's passing to Demi Stokes. Demi Stokes now towards Greenwood, and Greenwood crossing towards Chloe Kelly, but West Ham are able to silence that attack, and the ball is now with Dani Brynjasdottir. Brynjasdottir now with the ball for West Ham, although it was briefly now taken by Spitzkova. Adriana Spitzkova now for West Ham, but tackled by Hemp. Hemp now with the ball for Manchester City. Does a cross towards Ellen White. Ellen White needs to get to the ball quickly, which she does, and has to hold off the advances of Flaherty. And she passes to Lucy Bronze. Lucy Bronze trying to find Caroline Weir, but West Ham are quick to intercept, and it's now with Brynjasdottir for the Hammers. Tried to find Yallop, but was quickly cut off by Kennedy. Bronze towards Coombs, and it's now with Walsh. Walsh now towards Demi Stokes, who finds, I think that was Caroline Weir. Stokes now back to Greenwood. Greenwood passes to Kennedy. Kennedy trying to hold off Spitzkova. But a cross now by Lucy Bronze was aiming for Caroline Weir, and Chloe Kelly looks like she's going to get to the ball, which she does. Chloe Kelly does well to hold off, but quickly tackled by West Ham. And West Ham poorly give away the ball to Alex Greenwood, who's been forced down to the ground by the looks of it. I think it was Adriana Leon who forced her down. And the ball is now with Tamika Yallop. Yallop passing to Lucy Evans. Surely not. And the ball just misses the post. And Evans is disappointed, and understandably so. Or I think she might have actually been ruled out as offside. Let's have another look at. I'm going to take another look at this just to be sure, and indeed she may well have been. Meantime, a substitute is being made for Manchester City. Chloe Kelly comes off in place of Hayley Rasso. Now Rasso now on the pitch. And another Manchester City substitute player on the bench. Looks like she might be getting ready to warm up. It might have been Filippa Angeldal. It might have been Filippa Angeldal, the Swede. As West Ham now have the ball back with Spitzkova. Spitzkova gives the ball away to Lisa Evans, and it's now with Hallop. Hallop couldn't miss this opportunity from here, but was dispossessed and brought down by Ellie Roebuck, I think it was. Although a Manchester City defender might have had a hand in this one as well. It's difficult to see who it was that disrupted her. It's difficult to see who it was that disrupted her. And on closer inspection, it's Lucy Bronze who manages to close her down and send it out. But nothing given against her. Walsh now with the ball. She does a short cross to Lucy Bronze. West Ham appear to be showing more aggression in the second half. With West Ham appear to be showing more aggression, but the scoreline still remains 2-1 to City. Lucy Bronze to take the throw for the Sky Blues, which she does, and throws to I think that was Kennedy, but she was dispossessed by Gilly Flaherty. Meantime, City have the ball back. Weir towards Demi Stokes. Now back to Weir. Weir now passing to Alex Greenwood. Greenwood now has to watch out for Adriana Leon, and Leon manages to send the ball up for a throw, in which she quickly takes, and it's now with Danye Brynjarsdottir, although play has to be stopped so that the throw-in procedure can be taken correctly. Demi Stokes to take the throw for Manchester City, which she does, but it bounced off the head of Lucy Parker, and that'll be another throw-in to Manchester City by the looks of it. So well dispossessed by a Bronze on a Halep, and it's Yallop, and it's actually going to be a West Ham throw to be taken by Grace Fisk. Fisk throws, but it was dispossessed by Manchester City. Now it's with Lucy Evans for West Ham. But Manchester City, City now have the ball back. Greenwood crossing to trying to cross to Laura Coombs, but West Ham have quickly taken the ball back. It's now with Brynjarsdottir. Brynjarsdottir does really well to hold onto the ball. Tries to find Leon, but City get in the way there. Good defending by the Sky Blues, and the ball has now been caught by Caroline Weir, although Weir has been fouled by, I think that was Kate Longhurst. We'll just have to check who it is, and the ref and Abby Byrne is talking to Kate Longhurst. She thinks it might have been her that did that, and indeed it was. Spitzkova and Longhurst tried to close her down, but it was Longhurst who fouled her, and that's only given Manchester City an indirect free kick, which they could well use to their advantage, as Ellen White tries to get to the ball, but Flaherty was able to dispossess her, and it's now with Lauren Hemp going for Manchester City's third, and it's in! A third goal for Manchester City! It's Lauren Hemp's first of the match! And what an amazing finish it is! The Manchester City fans are really pleased with that one, and so should Lauren Hemp be as well. She's just shown us the kind of form she's regularly shown during her time at England. Straight into the bottom left corner of the net, and that just goes to show that Hemp can score goals anytime, any place, anywhere. West Ham really needs to get their skates on and get their act together if they are to reduce the deficits. But right now, I'm thinking this is very much Manchester City's match. West Ham now have the ball with Parker. Parker towards Evans. Now back to Parker. Parker about to be dispossessed by Stokes, but Parker holding on. well held by Lucy Parker, but it's only gone and resulted in. But I think it was Stokes that got the last touch to it, and it has given West Ham a corner. A corner to be taken by Katarina Svitkova. Svitkova gets ready to take the corner. She takes a couple of steps back, raises her arms to show he's ready, and the ball goes straight into the West Ham goal area, but out it goes as soon as it had arrived. And that was a poorly done corner. That was a poorly taken corner for West Ham, in my view. Manchester City now have the ball back, fire through Greenwood. It's now with Weir. Now back to Keira Walsh. Demi Stokes now with the ball. She's passing back to Weir, but Weir now has the ball. I think that was Hemp who just had it briefly, which he does now, but dispossessed by West Ham, and it's now with Yallop, but quickly taken by Manchester City via Ellie Roebuck. Roebuck rolls the ball to Keira Walsh, and Walsh now passes to Lucy Bronze. Lucy Bronze runs up the field. She finds Caroline Weir by the looks of it, but Weir is fouled inside by Flaherty. That didn't look like anything worthy of a penalty to me. But another angle might give me an explanation. Just outside the 6-yard box, though. But that does not result in a penalty, and and it looks like another Manchester City substitution is about to be made as Ellen White makes way for Khadija Shaw, and also for Khadija Shaw. It's actually, and Caroline Weir is also off in place of and Caroline Weir is also off, and Georgia Stanway will take her place, and also it's the first substitution for West Ham as Emma Snurl comes on for Tamika Yallop. Snurl running onto the pitch with and we've now just got about 20 minutes to go. It's still West Ham 1, Man City 3. Greenwood kicks the ball into the goal area. It was a Manchester City corner, but nothing quite comes of it. And Coombs does a long cross towards Lauren Hemp, towards Bronze, and it's just over the crossbar. She skied it. And that did not go where she wanted. She'll be so disappointed with that effort. But that will only result in a throw-in to Manchester City. Lucy Bronze trying to direct her teammates back into position. The ball was headed off Shaw, but it was only given away to West Ham. And it looks to me as though it's and that looked like it was Parker with the ball towards Demi Stokes, and it's now with Laura Coombs. It's difficult to see who my player of the match will be at this moment in time, but the ball has now gone straight to Georgia Stanway by the looks of it, and. But meantime, the West Ham player has gone down. It's Svitkova. Svitkova has gone down. I didn't see who tackled her, or I didn't see who tackled or fouled her. But the thing is, she's quickly back up on her feet. And Hayley Rasso, it might have been Hayley Rasso who fouled her, but that's opened up for debate, and it's now with Hayley Rasso. Rasso looked like she was going towards goal, but quickly cut off by Kate Longhurst. Ellen White in conversation with some of the substitutes. In fact, some of the substitutes are actually having their own bits of having their own chats. But Manchester City continue to lead, and the ball has gone out for a West Ham throw-in to be taken by Lisa Evans by the looks of it. A couple of West Ham players warming themselves up for a possible substitute appearance. This is Lauren Hemp now has the ball. She passes to Caroline Weir. Straight down the field to Bronze, and Bronze now finds Georgia Stanway. Georgia Stanway tried to hold on to the ball for a good amount of time, but well dispossessed by Spitkova. It's now with Hayley Russo. Russo tried to find an opening, but the ball has gone out to play for a throw to be taken by Bronze. Bronze now throws to Walsh. Now back to Bronze. Passing this time to Hayley Russo. Now back towards Bronze. Bronze now passes up the field to Kennedy, but Kennedy now finds that but the ball has now gone towards Khadija Shaw. Shaw now towards Lauren Hemp, but the ball's been well picked up by Mackenzie by Arnold, but she manages to keep it within West Ham perimeters. It's now with Lisa Evans, although well dispossessed by Alex Greenwood. Greenwood passing to Caroline Weir, who now finds Laura Coombs. Laura Coombs now with the ball for City. She passing this time to Caroline Weir. Now Bronze now with the ball. Kennedy back to Alex Greenwood. Greenwood now with the ball. Another player who's featured strongly for England in recent times, but tried to find Ellen White, but it was cut out by Grace Fisk. And Gareth Taylor is sensing that his side is getting ever closer to the final to be played at Wembley on May the 15th. And don't forget join me tomorrow at just before 12:30 as Arsenal take on Chelsea at the Meadow Park Stadium in the second Women's FA Cup semi-final. Coming up later this evening on the Commentary Hub, it is the first of the Men's FA Cup semi-finals to be commentated on by by Russ Vernon and Mike Harneman. And on Sunday, it's Chelsea against Crystal Palace. And the commentator, and it will be presented by JB Stothard, and the commentary team will be Trevor Sports and Chris Whiteman. And as I've been saying, that a free kick was quickly taken by West Ham. Flaherty crossing the ball now towards I think that's Evans. I thought it was Hasegawa. Now it's with Spitkova. Spitkova trying to go for a shot at goal, but blocked by Ellie Roebuck. Hayley Russo now towards Lucy Bronze. And the ball has now been picked up once again by Alex Greenwood. Alex Greenwood passing to Russo. Russo has to concede the ball for now. I think she was offside. It looked like Spitkova raised her hand in protest against her, but that didn't go through. It was but that was great goalkeeping by Ellie Roebuck. Unlucky for Spitkova not to put that one in, and another West Ham substitution is about to be made as Yui Hasegawa makes way for Claudia Walker. Claudia Walker wearing the number 9 on her shirt quickly sprints onto the pitch, and West Ham know that time is run. and West Ham should know that time is likely running out for them to pull anything back. And it's now with Khadija Shaw for Manchester City, but West Ham are quick to see to that. That looked like it would have been a goal scoring opportunity for the Jamaican. Ball now cleared out by Roebuck. But it's been poorly given away to Katarina Svitkova. Svitkova now passing to Lyon. Adriana Lyon dispossessed by Manchester City, but West Ham take the ball back, and it's now with Emma Snurley. Emma Snurley towards, I think that was Brynjarsdottir. But once again, Manchester City showing really strong defence. Hayley Raso running towards goal, and Shaw just lost control. But Shaw just lost control of the ball by the looks of it. Talking of which, Shaw now has the ball back. She's passing now towards Laura Coombs. Laura Coombs now passing up the field towards Demi Stokes. Demi Stokes loses control of the ball, and it will be a throw-in to Manchester City, who are in turn about to make another substitute. Off will come Laura Coombs, and it looks like Philippa Angeldal will take her place. So on comes the Swede, and on comes the Swede. It's now with Khadija Shaw the ball, and although she has gone down, Georgia Stanway now with the ball, passing to Hayley Raso. Raso passing now towards Caroline Wearitz, and the ball has now found Lucy Bronze. Walsh back to Bronze. And now straight back towards Georgia Stanway. Georgia Stanway passing back towards Bronze, and a throw-in has been awarded. It'll be a West Ham United throw-in, and with 10 minutes to go, the goal score still remains West Ham 1, Manchester City 3. As Longhurst throws the ball back onto the field, and well timed, as it's now with her teammate Kate Longhurst. Longhurst sends the ball out of play, and it will be a Manchester City throw-in. Poorly timed move, I think, and Bronze will take the throw-in for the Sky Blues. Bronze throws to Weir. It's now back with Bronze. Crossed by Bronze. It was actually Stanway who had that ball before she did. So. But the ball has now gone out of. But the ball is now out for another throw. Bronze throws again to I think that was Stanway. Cross now by Walsh straight towards Lauren Hemp, but that was way over the crossbar. Poorly timed header by Hemp, only for the ball to just sail over the crossbar. So that was, and once again, I can definitely see that was way off the correct angle. Bronze now towards Hayley Raso. Raso back towards Bronze, and it's now straight towards Stanway, who's now found Alana Kennedy. Kennedy towards Walsh. Now Bronze back to Walsh. She's having to hold off. She was having to hold off Snurley and Lyon. Stanway to, I think that might have been Bronze, and she's now found Hayley Raso. Hayley Raso trying to get to the ball, but Mackenzie Arnold gets there before she does. Unlucky for Raso to not take advantage as Arnold kicks the ball out out of West Ham's goal. And the ball has now gone straight back towards Hayley Raso. Raso now with the ball for Manchester City, poorly given away to West Ham. But it's a Manchester City throw which has just been taken. It's now with Kennedy. Kennedy passing to Walsh. Walsh towards Greenwood. And but West Ham are quick. But West Ham easily dispossessed that one, and it's now with Adriana. It's now with Adriana Leon. Adriana Leon trying to go around Greenwood, but Greenwood quickly fouls her. That did look very unnecessary in my view, and I think she might have. Caught her on the leg. Leon just trying to stretch her leg out a bit and to trying to find her trying to stretch her leg a bit and to get her energy flowing once more. That was really poorly timed by Greenwood. Almost 6 minutes in, almost 6 minutes left. A corner given to West Ham, but Manchester City are quick to stop that. West Ham aren't out of this yet. It's now with Kate Longhurst. Longhurst being pursued by Shaw. Trying to do a long-range cross towards I think that was Claudia Walker, but the ball was picked up by Ellie Roebuck. West Ham must know that they haven't got long left in order to reduce the deficits and maybe take this to extra time or beyond. But they're not giving up without a fight, and it's now with Emma Snurl. Snurl passing around to I think that might be Evans, but it's been given away to Manchester City. Shaw now closing on the ball, but well halted by Mackenzie Arnold. Hayley Raso now with the ball, passing to Lucy Bronze, straight towards Caroline Weir. Raso to Alana Kennedy. Kennedy now with the ball, passing it to Lucy Bronze. 5 minutes to go. Stanway did a pass to I think that might have been Weir, who crossed to Lauren Hempen. It's now with Ellen White, I think it was, but that ball just narrowly clipped the post, and that would have had Raso been a few inches closer, that would have gone in. I'm just going to check. I'm just going to check to see who it was that almost sent it in. And if memory, and it was actually Angel, and it was actually Angel Dahl. It was actually Angel Dahl. Angel Dahl almost sent that one in, but it just clipped the crossbar. The Swede was so unlucky, and it's only given away. A corner to Manchester City. Georgia Stanway to take the corner for the Sky Blues. It goes straight into the goal area, headed by Angel Dahl, saved at the last moment by Arnold. I think that was a bicycle kick by Lauren Hempen. It's now with the ball is now with Demi Stokes. Not for long now, though. It was headed away by Kate Longhurst towards Adriana Leon. Leon trying to find. I think that was Parker, but saved that time by Roebuck. Stanway towards Walsh, now with Alana Kennedy. Kennedy crossing to Khadija Shaw. Khadija Shaw now with the ball. She's passing to Walsh. Now the ball has found Angel Dahl straight towards Hayley Raso. Raso now passing to Caroline Weir, who's found Lucy Bronze, or should that be, or that was Kira Walsh, I should say. Yep. And Kira Walsh has featured quite a lot for Manchester. Kira Walsh has featured quite a lot in this game for Manchester City, as Khadija, as it was Demi Stokes, who I think might have been foul fouled that time. But just for that amazing, and it's now time for me to reveal who my player of the match, sponsored by Commentary Services, I should say. And because of that amazing goal in the first half, with that awesome header, I am going to give it to Ellen White. So well done to her. Meantime, play still goes on as that looked like almost a shot at goal from Keira Walsh. Or was it? No, it was Georgia Stanway, I should say. Stanway had the perfect opportunity to extend Manchester City's lead further, but the ball was quickly palmed away by Mackenzie Arnold. And Mackenzie Arnold, I think Mackenzie Arnold has actually gone to ground, might have actually been forced down onto the ground by something or other. Anyway, the physios are now coming over to have a look at her. A corner has been given to Manchester City. I can't really tell what actually happened to Mackenzie Arnold. Stanway stands patiently. Stanway stands patiently at the corner. The Manchester City fans who've travelled all over can sense that victory and a place in the final is very much theirs for the taking. They wait intently. Because of what has happened to Mackenzie Arnold, I wouldn't be surprised if we get at least 3 or 4 minutes of injury time, and Mackenzie has Arnold, I should say, has quickly got herself back up onto her feet. So what can Georgia Stanway produce from this corner? And she's gone, and the ball has gone straight towards Lauren Hemp, who's passed it back to Stanway. But a goal kick now has been given to West Ham United and quickly taken by Mackenzie Arnold. We're now into the 90th minute and 4 minutes of injury time have been added on. West Ham need to make those 4 minutes count if they are to stand even a chance of taking this game in towards extra time. It's Svitkova heading towards Adriana Leon. Adriana Leon tries to find Svitkova, but quickly cut out by City. Ball sent forward now by Keira Walsh. Was aiming for Khadija Shaw, but headed away by Arnold towards Longhurst. Nice tackle by Hayley Russo, and it's now with Angel Dahl. Angel Dahl passes to Shaw. Shaw has now passed the ball back towards Georgia Stanway. Georgia Stanway passing to Lauren Hemp. Lauren Hemp goes for an opening, and it's 4 for Manchester City. This has surely put the game beyond doubt. Stanway should be very happy with the score, with the goal that she scored. And Manchester City have increased their lead. What a wonderful goal by Georgia Stanway. No wonder she's one of the best players when it comes to playing for the Lionesses. Superb assist by Lauren Hemp, or was it Lauren Hemp? Oh, and in actual fact, I'm beginning to think it was Lauren Hemp. So, but that matters little to the Manchester City supporters. Lauren Hemp with the 4th goal, I should clarify. So it's now West Ham 1, Man City 4. 2 minutes of injury time are left. It looks like it'll be all over for West Ham now. They could at least get a consolation goal with this corner. And Parker, I think it was, sends the ball in through from this corner, but Adriana Leon tries to find an opening, but only skies it over the crossbar. And it seems to me, it was actually Claudia Walker that kicked the ball in from the corner, but headed clear by Manchester City. Leon tries to take advantage of it, but it only resulted in going over the crossbar. And to me, West Ham can do no more. Longhurst now with the ball for West Ham, but Manchester City quickly take it back, and it's now with Angel Dahl towards Alana Kennedy. Now it's with Alex Greenwood, who's passing to, I think that was Kira Walsh. Walsh passing back towards Roebuck. Roebuck has now found Kennedy, and it's now with Lucy Bronze. Bronze now passing to Kira Walsh. Walsh now trying to hold off Claudia Walker. Fails to do so. Claudia Walker passing to Lisa Evans. Lisa Evans, can she add her second to it? The answer is no. As Roebuck was able to quickly pounce on that one and bring Lisa Evans' attack to a halt. Manchester City surely have wised up now from their first half slip up. And we are now approaching the final few seconds of injury time. And it looks as though Hayley Raso looked like she might be about to add an extra goal for Manchester City. But there it goes! It's full time! And Manchester City have booked the first place in the Women's FA Cup final. West Ham United proved to be very strong throughout. Proved to be very strong opponents in defence throughout the dying minutes of the first half, and indeed a fair bit of the way into the second half. But once Manchester City got into their stride, the Sky Blues were just pretty much unstoppable and just managed to weaken West Ham's resolve, and the Hammers the Hammers could do absolutely nothing to turn things around for them. Final score at the Chigwell Construction Stadium: West Ham United 1, Manchester City 4. What a game that was. It featured so much action, and Ellen White, quite rightly, my player of the match, as sponsored by Commentary Services. Don't forget, coming up later on the Commentary Hub is the first semi-final of the men's of the FA Cup, and your commentators for that one will be Russ Vernon and Mike Harneman. Join them just before 5:30. I will be back with you tomorrow on Easter Sunday to bring you the second semi-final between Arsenal and Chelsea, and also coming up at the later time tomorrow it is the second semi-final of the FA Cup. Chelsea against Crystal Palace. JB Stuttard will be your host for that one, and your commentators will be Trevor Sports and Chris Whiteman. Thank you to everyone who's tuned in for this classic lunchtime game. I've been Nicholas Jones. I've been Nicholas Jones. Join me again tomorrow. Goodbye for now.